What's happening, YouTube? It's asking go 5 here. Let me go ahead and get these disclaimers out the way. I'm gonna fuck up these pronouns because I know I am. Not intentionally, but just because the whole issue with Quina and the which gender is he or she or they or that. So no disrespect. But anyway, now that I got that out the way, let's go ahead and jump into it. So one of my all-time favorite Final Fantasy IX characters, Quina, finally made it to DFFOO. I believe they've been in Datamon hell for a long ass time, but they're finally here. So yeah, one of my favorite Final Fantasy IX characters. I actually believe that they're one of the best characters in Final Fantasy IX, just like in terms of the gameplay. And I fully subscribe to that because, in my opinion, if Quinta's not in your main party in Final Fantasy IX, you playing the game wrong. But whatever. Let's get back on the DFFOO. So Quina here has quite a pretty interesting kind of a kit, where they got a lot of things going for them. So basically, one thing that the first thing you probably noticed when we hit that EX is you saw the rainbow numbers. So Quina has basically this effect where once they get the frog stacks up to 10, all their damage becomes rainbow. So very, very good. Very, very good. So you basically want to S1 is the ability that gets the frog stacks up. So you basically kind of want to race to kind of press that S1 to get the stacks up. There might be some nuance that I'm missing, and I'll figure that out as I go. But definitely, I know that like S1 is a skill that kind of gets the that builds up the frog stacks, frog captured. So her EX, Quina is also an insta breaker with their EX, with their LD, and with their FR. They all insta break. So that's a strong niche that they have going for themselves as well. They also have something like a Charlotta effect where they're basically granting Brave back to you, and especially with the BT, you can definitely power through one Brave damage resistances, which is really, really good. Their LD also is a trap. It's a trap that targets. I mean, that goes off right before the start of their turn. It's a defense ignoring trap, so pretty good as well. Their BT effect is only 5 turns, but again, you kind of get that kind of like Charlotta effect, and they base and their skill 1 eat. If you play Final Fantasy 9, you already know what that's about, eat. So when you hit their we hit their LD, they basically go into the cook stance. I mean it turns into cook, and it's basically just a really, really strong attack. I believe it's granting Brave back to the party. It's bumping up your frog stacks, and it's also free turns. I kind of didn't really get to use it that much because Squall basically took these fucking frogs to task. So kind of delving into these mechanics a little bit, kind of just been kind of talking over them. So these frogs essentially, at the start, they have these buffs up, and you pretty much they have these buffs up in a lot of Braves, so you basically need to get rid of them. I brought Aerith because I didn't want to deal with any buffs. Fuck enemies buffing, right? I also copped her costume, so she's looking real pretty now. Well, she's always looking pretty, but am I supping for Aerith? Have I descended to this point now where I'm actually doing it? I guess so. If I went ahead and spent money to get to put on a red dress, pixelated red dress. So I guess so. Anyway, Aerith here stopping their buffs. Also, we got Holy popping off in the background every 3 turns. Squall is basically our massive damage dealer. These frogs, like I said, these thresholds that you see. So what's happening with those? They just gain a lot of Brave that you just have to shave down. So with the Warrior of Light Call and the Warrior of Light Call, and I had the Cater Call, I was basically just kind of trying to stop them from kind of gaining Brave and kind of killing us. You don't necessarily. I don't say. I don't want to sit there and say that you need mitigation, but these frogs kind of would like to hit you with HP attacks, so you kind of just need to, be prepared for that. They can gain brave, pretty quickly and kind of, snipe you. So you just kind of need to prepare for that. So their force time can be dispelled by using a magic brave attack that deals a magic brave attack that breaks. Again, Quina is an instant breaker, so there you go right there. Or you can just use any magic break. You can use any magic FR that can just break. So yeah, peep this right here. Bruh, they're really hitting you with the nostalgia. If you play Final Fantasy 9, and you did that side quest, you already know where that cake comes from. So it's definitely pretty cool, man. They definitely did a really good job with Quina. Like from the attacks, what is it? You have E, S1, S2 is what is S2? Frog drop. In terms of the frog drop plus, once you get all the stacks up to 10, their EX is limit glove. Their LD is what is their LD? The LD is mustard bomb because the trap is called heat. Their FR is what is their FR? That's matter of fact, I gotta go peep that. I'll put that in the description. But yeah, like I said, once you have their BT effect up there, eat becomes cook. So, they're definitely nailing it. So getting back to these frogs. So the reason why we're doing one brave damage because we got these we got their ores up. Their force times up. Really reducing our damage. And I kind of I went ahead and let 5 turns go by because I was trying to time when to put the ores up and in what order to put them up in. Matter of fact, yeah, peep this FR. Yo, the face on the frog and then Quina's creepy face at the top. Yo, that is comedy, yo. That's a thumbnail, by the way. No questions asked. But yeah, so I was kind of, I didn't mind kind of doing no damage, doing a couple of turns with their force time up. Basically, because like I said, I was really kind of trying to time everything and trying to figure out which order to pop, my ores. And honestly, it all paid off in the end because we did a very, very good job, as you can see on this upcoming force time. Look at that trap putting in work. Like I said, Quina at 10 stacks is dare I say Quina is ET at 10 stacks. I know, I kid. So yeah, at this point, like I said, once I got the auras up, let's go ahead and pop these echoes. Let's go ahead and get that bonus up as high as we can get for our boy Squall to go ahead and destroy everybody. The Warrior of Light, like I said, the Warrior of Light shields was just to make sure that they're, we're not going to be taking too much damage. With Aerith's BT effect up, it's kind of a double-edged sword because although it has no duration, if you're constantly taking, HP damage or your mitigation isn't high, you can basically, hit that. You can basically go below 49% and then just get rid of the whole effect and then just get rid of the whole effect. So that's kind of like another reason why I want to make doubly sure that Aerith wasn't going to lose her effect. The ores on it are pretty good, and holy pop, like I said, holy popping off is always a good thing. Also, we have the added bonus of now that we got that freeze debuff on them, we don't have to worry about their dumbass braid games. Now we get to the fun part. Squall with his new rework and FR. There is no button to press but EX. So just sit back and watch my boy Squall work. Look at that. Trying to gain 0 brave. I love it. I love it here. I absolutely love it here. And that's just crazy. Like, look at all the damage. 7 turns left. We're already at 711%. Man, Force Echoes are dumb. Yeah, they're pretty dumb. But you know, like, you know, I believe personally that like the devs know what's going on. The devs see this kind of shit. They see these fucking runs. I'm pretty sure some of the devs actually seriously play this game. So I know that they know, okay, echoes are really powerful. They're really strong. You know, there's just certain fights that just completely get invalidated just because you can just echo spam them to death. And shit, I feel like they know. So, you know, when they actually do want to think, they'll go ahead and give us a fight that basically kind of, you know, forces us to deal with it. Well, I'm gonna say deal with it. Basically forces us to, you know, play smarter, or just a lot of mechanics that force us not to be able to echo it to death. I actually thought the Hell House fight was like that, but come to find out, you know, that people are one-shotting it. You know, Sid range is extremely fucking dumb, and I'm still kind of mad I never got the ability. I never copped this BT, because I definitely would have maxed him out. I definitely would have been in that Sid range, you know, and that Sid range thing. I would never call him that nickname that, you know, Cross gave him. I'll never say that. Max Force. Look at this, man. Where did their HP go? They was at 80 and 79% respectively. And then all of it went bye-bye. Yeah, like I said, Quina definitely didn't get to show off everything they can do, but they definitely were a game changer, you know, from getting the battle started off with the with the instant breaks, making sure we can still do damage, you know, by allowing us to kind of do some damage past their reductions. Got the trap off. You know, they're definitely pretty good unit. A must pull, I never say that, but you know, they're definitely a unit that you probably should be on. I'm not gonna say be on the lookout for. What am I saying? Quinn is one of my favorite Final Fantasy IX characters, and I think they did a good job by them. So yeah, I don't know what comes up next in terms of events. Is it Balthier? I think it's Balthier. Yeah, because Balthier is supposed to be getting the BT, the leading man. Shit, I wouldn't mind copping that Balthier BT and FR or FR. Well, I have his FR. I wouldn't mind copping that BT as well, because he is one of my favorite Final Fantasy 12 characters. He cool as shit, and he got the 12 gauge. But in any case, if you're watching this long, I greatly appreciate you. This has been your boy Sax King 05. I'll catch y'all in the next event. Peace.